Check out my herb. Come on, we'll just quickly get it and go back to our rooms to finish our homework. Mine doesn't grow properly. Yours should be fine. Fertilizers always do the trick. Yours will like the effort too, so let's hurry. You speed up to match her pace as she leads the way out of the greenhouse. She knows where it is. The greenhouse is really magnificent. You can only see a sea of green from the outside. The greenhouse must be housing plenty of plants. She pushes past the glass door and wanders inside. There are always fertilizers lying around, and the students are always free to take some if they need it. Okay. It has been some time since your class was given seeds by Professor Keene. I'm going to go with Keene. You needed yours to grow healthy. Now, where could it be? Maybe where the soil is. Where could that what be? Here to find fertilizers, I assume? Yes, my plant is growing very well. I want to give it some more fertilizers, so it's more lush. Smart girl, but of course your herbs need a certain amount of fertilizer, so it grows healthily indoors. I'm pleased to see both of you putting so much effort into it. It's essential for class next year anyways. It's a good change of pace for homework. Glad to hear that. Now I suppose I shall help both of you out while I'm at it. Professor Keene walks out from behind a row of tall flower pots, holding a packet of dark, solid substances. These are perfect for herbs. Find something to bring this back. Just a small amount every 2 weeks will suffice. Though your plants would need more water with the nutrients, so keep that in mind. Thank you, Professor. Estrella holds out 2 small pouches so Professor Keene can fill those up with fertilizers. And if you're wondering how to produce a large amount of herbs in a short period of time, there's a particular spell for it. Can you teach us, please? Don't tell anyone I taught you this. They can find out on their own. And he proceeds to show you, can Estrella a simply spell. Apparently, it speeds up the growth of plants. Oh, yay, wrist. And it looks like that's the same symbol as the wisp. So we need to get items to match that. Try the spell when you have the chance. Bring the result to my next class. I'll check on your progress and guide you along. Thanks, we appreciate the guidance. We'll be going now. Have a nice day, Professor Keene. Thank you, Professor Keene. Let's see. Take Ancient Inscription class. The blackboard in front of the class is jam-packed with various notes and drawings. Professor Julian is really someone who likes to keep his hands moving as he speaks. You make sure to jot down everything in your notes, knowing that everything will be tested anyways. And that wraps everything up. For this time being, that is, I've heard from Miss Maria that she mentioned my class playing a big part in hers. She is correct. But before all of you leave, let's do something fun for once. First of all, anyone know and understand what the symbols used to summon the common wisp? Of course, 4 symbols that hold the most significance: a blaze, fleeting, shadow, and warmth. Very good, Eric. Perfect. Sit down, please. These are the very words that allowed you to summon your wisp. Though know that these can be changed at will to morph the wisp into something that can cater to your needs. I'll give you a few choices. Try to change and see if you can summon the wisp of your own design. He turns back to the blackboard and wipes off a good chunk of the notes he has written down, only to fill in the blanks with new symbols. At first glance, you recognize Radiance, Hollow, Evermore, and Bane, and some others. You start to draw on your desk with the chalk you have learned to bring around for every class. You change the initial 4 symbols into Unfetter, Void, Evermore, and Hollow. You chant the same spell you were given by Miss Maria and hope for the best. Like before, the chalk flakes off the desk and mold together in the air, this time in the darkest of black due to your choices. Bit by bit, it forms a small ball of black. While observing it, you see the dark matter around it fluctuates. Okay, you learn the Hollow Wisp. Okay. I'm a bit confused. Was I going to get hollow either way? Oh well. I really don't know. Interesting choice of runes. Normally, with them, you cannot form a stable connection between the elements especially void. Did I fail? I can't tell it yet, but I don't think it can last any Professor Julian doesn't have a chance to finish his sentence. The dark wisp seems to be unable to contain itself anymore, explodes and fades into the surrounding. The symbol ablaze allows your wisp to come to life. You should have kept something of similar meaning, but I like how you think. Keep trying. I see. Thank you. You glance around. Many, like you, tried to be too ambitious, only to have their creation fail dead. The bell chimes and you smile, deciding to try to... Oops. Take Professor Keen's outdoor class. Today, we're doing a fun little exercise, and it's a field trip to the forest. This will be an opportunity for all of you to get to know certain types of plants and herbs out there. Knowing these can be quite the lifesaver in dire situations, so I hope all of you can get your hands dirty and relish this chance. Let's not waste any more time. Everyone, 2 by 2, follow me, follow me. The class of students are led through the halls and towards the back garden. The professor is leading you into the forest that connects to the back garden. There's already a small path there, and he follows it. It's a 10-minute stroll past countless trees and shrubs, yet the area he stops at seems rather cleaned up. He must have planned this for some time. All right. Here we are. I will be standing here, and all of you have around half an hour to find something worthwhile. You may only pick one particular plant, bring something to me and ask. I will only personally explain that plant to each of you. But you are allowed to ask your classmates what they have as we head back. Let's begin. Don't stray too far now. If you can't see me anymore, turn back immediately. The search begins. Students scatter in the instance, and you take time to glance around at first. You see a small patch of flowering plants hiding beneath a tree. Vines creeping out around the trunk it is leaning on, quite strange looking. More to the side, you notice a brighter area. Past some bushes, you can faintly see a meadow just beyond the greenery. Half an hour is a lot of time, but you should hurry still. It's one or the other. Deciding to take the risk, you approach the meadow, pushing past the underbrush that blocks your way. Before you is a stretch of grass so tall it could probably hide you in there if you crouched slightly. But that's not what you're looking for. You take another glance around and you notice these ferns hanging amongst the grass. You get closer and pick a few of these strange ferns that stand tall, slightly bend like the grass it hid between. It smells faintly metallic and you feel like this might be quite the prize, so you quickly bring it back to Professor Keen for an explanation. You're rather a quick little one. What do you have there? He studies the fern for a little while, then perks up considerably, straightening it out and hands it back to you after. Interesting that you picked these. Very good eyes you have there. These ferns generally used as baits for creatures out there. This metallic smell you might have noticed is very close to the smell of blood. This is very good lure for carnivorous creatures out there, so you should be careful when handling these. The smell is very noticeable if you run your nails roughly along the fern. The sap is what gives the smell, so be careful not to harm it. This fern could be very useful, so you decide to keep some for yourself. Perhaps you can even grow it in your room. Pleased with the explanation, you wait for Estrella to get an explanation for what she picked up before sharing your discovery. It happened right after combat magic class. When you were leaving with Estrella, the teacher stopped you. So you separate yourself from her and approach the teacher to find out what's going on. Before you ask, no, you're not in trouble. I am in trouble, however, and I need a bit of help. This is a little embarrassing, but you're my favorite, and I'm sure you won't go yapping about this. I need some ingredients for a potion, and I don't know what they are, and I'm too embarrassed to ask the other teachers. They're gonna laugh at me for it, and I'd rather have one of the students know about it. So to help you out, your dear teacher here, I need ingredients for a charming spell. Well, I want to charm someone, you can say. Don't tell anyone, just get me the ingredients. Keep this quiet. I promise I'll reward you, so bear with me here. Let's see. Sure, you're my favorite too.
Very well.
Perfect. Now, where's the supply room? Just go and fetch the ingredients in a bag or something. You hurry away after he told you everything. You still remember reading about the spell some days ago. However, you aren't sure if you can remember it correctly. Perhaps you should consult a teacher and lie to them a bit. Ask a teacher. You remember what that Professor Keen is very good with potions and everything, so you decide it would be best to ask him.
What?
A charm potion. Well, I can help you. Why do you need it? Very well, I will help you. Come with me and show you exactly what you need. He brings you to the supply room to fetch all the needed ingredients. Professor Keen even brought a few little pouches and places all the ingredients in a separate pouch for you. After you thanked him, you take a detour and head to Professor Cetrius's class. You present the potions or the pouches in front of him and he lights up.
Yes.
Good job. You got exactly what I need. Thank you for your help. I'll give you your house points and hide it as wonderful homework from you. Remember, don't tell anyone about it. It's really embarrassing. Last thing I need is another teacher teasing me about this if they ever find out. After this little adventure, you return to the common room and complete your schoolwork. And this marks the end of your first semester. Only one more to go, and you'll be ready for year 2 learning. But know that for each semester, there will be a grand project to allow all of you to prove the knowledge you have learned. And so this year, we decided to be lenient. So the project will be a group presentation in magic. You will all be working in teams. Pick out your teammates because it's now or never. Remember to have fun and do try to impress me.
Oh.
A project? This can be that hard? Or this can't be that hard. You and I will be able to complete this easily. Now we just need one more to remember. You glance around searching for the excited crowd to see if there's anyone standing alone.
No.
Oh no, I don't know who I can team up with now.
I
I guess anyone would work. Now who should I approach? We're gonna do Cersei. You bravely walk up to Cersei since you have helped her out before. She's sure to remember you. Oh, you want me to be in your group? Okay, thanks for having me. I hope I can help you two out, but I'm not sure where to begin. If that's so, then worry not. I have an idea. Let's do some research on combat magic. It'll benefit all of us, and you could use this focus to see what you can learn. Maybe you can beat up the bully Eric next time he messes with you. Yeah, show him what you got. Sounds like a great idea. Let's go with that. But we'll need someone to guide us along. Should we ask some upperclassmen? Why not a teacher? Yeah, a teacher would be able to help us out most. Ndonosci here seems to know Professor Cetrius really well. That's not true. Stop saying that. Okay, if you say so, are you fine with the plan? It's a great idea. So the three of you went to ask Professor Cetrius about it right after one of your classes. He's pleased that you and your friends think about magic, or think combat magic is interesting. And he helpfully explains more of it while the three of you take notes. In the end, it turned into some sort of extra class, but he made it real interesting for the three of you, so there's enough material for the presentation. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. We're on day 95. This has been actually quite fun. I don't know if it's a game I could do lots, but it's a great diversion for tonight. So if you've been following along, I appreciate it. I am Ndonosci. As always, have fun.